Hey folks, welcome back to Affiliate Retirement. So we had a couple rainy days here last weekend. I'm not sure when that was because I don't know when I'm going to release this video. But over the weekend we had some rainy days. Failure didn't have much to do. Outdoor plans pretty well got canceled. So I got back on the ramp truck, made some more progress on it. So hang on here, let me show you what I come up with. So here we go. So I put a dark stain on this bed. I decided that it really needed something kind of dark. I kind of wanted it a little older looking, but more than that, I wanted an even darker color than that. And part of it is I wanted these stainless rods to kind of pop a little more. So I've got the lower one set in there now, and the upper one's laying on the bench. So you kind of get an idea just what that's kind of going to look like. And then I made a little string and a hook to hold the car. Doesn't have to be this little truck. Whatever kind of looks good up there, but this little truck looks good. It just needs a little work itself. The frame still, it's pretty well hardened up, but I painted the frame a couple days ago. It's pretty cured, but it's not quite cured enough for me to want to handle it enough to screw it back on. And then the wheels still got to be painted. Can't really put it all together until the frame is, or until the wheels are painted and dry. I went ahead and finished the bumper. It's not fastened to the frame, obviously, but I went ahead and finished the shape on that and polished her up. Pretty happy with the way the polish came out on it. Don't have a ton of experience polishing aluminum. I have done it a few times in the past with varying results, but this turned out easy and relatively fast. And if any of you are wondering about the smile here, I traced the bumper shape out on the paper, flipped it end for end to make sure that it was balanced and the curve was uniform all the way across. So that was just a little trick I came up with on the fly to make sure that this bumper was a pretty good fit to the truck. There'll probably be just a little bit more gap than that when it's on the truck, but not much more. And then if you're wondering about this is another little trick I came up with when I shaped the rear wheel opening here. You see it's kind of a swoopy shape. It's not a perfect circle. So I got this one sanded in there the way I wanted it and measured the front and back of it, transferred that to the other side. I laid this business card down, traced the shape, and then I bent these little tabs on there to catch the bottom on the other side, lined up the front and back mark, traced the shape on the other side, sanded it out to match. So I ended up getting a perfect match on both sides. The two rods aren't in this side at all. Maybe you can actually see the shape on this side better without the rod in it. So there it is again, swoopy shape. I decided to just go ahead and let the rod run clear across the wheel opening. Doesn't interfere with the wheel, the rolling of the wheel in any way. And I believe I've actually seen one of these ramp trucks like this once upon a time. It's been a number of years ago, kind of about the time when real life ramp trucks got popular. And I'm positive I saw a real life one that was really, really fancy. And it had like a chromed pipe or something similar to this. Pretty sure about that. Anyway, it's been a long time. So we've made a lot of progress on the ramp truck. We're kind of stopped until we get these wheels painted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video here, and when I paint the wheels and get them put on, we'll pick up the video from there, and then I'll put it all together. Alrighty. Alright folks, here we are for the final assembly, or almost final assembly, on the ramp truck. Why do I say almost? Because at some point I'm going to have to JB weld that front bumper on there, glue the tail lights on there. That glue will have to dry. Those will be the last two things. So I'm going to get all ready for that, and then I'll glue that stuff up on there, and I'll come back one more time with the final product. All right, let's put her together. Start with the back wheel. These wheels, the chrome paint, it did not turn out as good as I hoped. It's kind of okay, but kind of not. The best I can figure is it may be a temperature deal, and I just got impatient. It could also be a pressure deal or something like that. I'm going to have to find out. I got these wheels in one of my from a fella in one of my Facebook support groups. His name is John Griffin. Seemed to be a very nice man. He's the one that told me where to get the paint and to airbrush them. So I did that. I didn't film it because, man, we had a small window of even being kind of warm enough. All right, so she rolls. So let's start with the cab. Well, I thought I had everything here. I have to find the screws. Probably shouldn't have tightened this one. Leave her a little loose. Get this one in. There you go. All right. Progress. I think this is going to look pretty awesome, guys. Flip this bed over. I put these stainless rods in the side, and I really like the look personally. I was a little stumped for a while on what to do with the side of this bed, it being wood and all. I was doubting my choice of going wood until I decided I could router that and inlay that stainless. Really like that. All right, let's screw this on. So if you fellas, if you enjoy this kind of content with the toys and making custom toys, putting it together, I want to give a shout out to my support group friend Ronnie on Facebook. It's Hunk and Junk Builders Group, and he's got a YouTube channel, and it's Hunk in Junk, not I-N, just the letter N. Hunk in Junk on YouTube. Really nice guy. He doesn't do a lot of YouTube videos, but he does build some stuff on his YouTube channel. The other thing that Ronnie does, which is super cool in my opinion, he hosts some build-offs. So they'll have a little contest amongst a group of guys to build. Got something a little tight on the back wheels. Anyway, rubbing here somewhere just a little bit. Anyway, these guys have build-offs contests where they send in a date-coded picture of a pile of parts, and then they have a certain amount of time to make the pile of parts into something. And pretty cool. That will be on his YouTube too, some of the finished builds. All right, there we have it. Got the car. I got a couple different cars I could put on there. Anyway, we're front bumper ready, tail light ready. There's the final look right there. And this summer, if it turns out it was a temperature thing, which is what I think probably is, I'll take the wheels back off this summer, repaint them, put it all back together. It's way better than leaving it apart for the next 6 months or whatever. Okay, folks, so here we finally have the finished product. I'll give you a quick walk around here. You've seen the sides before. The last couple things I did that I didn't actually film while I was doing them, put a couple tail lights on the back here. Just some red crystals I picked up at the fabric store or Amazon or something, I don't know where. So again, here's the sides of the truck, stainless rod showing there pretty good. The wheels, I still think the chrome could be a little better. And a JB welded this front bumper on here. This slide is not showing the polish, and I guess I didn't clean it after I put it on. Anyway, super happy with how it came out. Turn it around here for you. So maybe get a little better view of the front bumper now. It's a little taller than the original. That was my plan. And since this isn't an original frame, there was no bumper at all. So here's the other side. So again, pretty happy with how it turned out. Appreciate you watching, following along for this whole project. And now you know why stuff doesn't happen real fast in failure shop. Takes a long time to get things figured out, and failure's a bit of a squirrel, gets distracted by other stuff and waiting for parts and all sorts of things. Anyway, appreciate you following along the whole way if you have. If you haven't, there's earlier videos about this truck from back when I started it months and months ago, maybe 6 months ago, I don't know. So thanks for watching Failure at Retirement. We'll see you next time, and have a good day. Drop a comment if you have any questions, you want to see more of this content. Drop a comment, and I'll try to remember to put Hunk and Junk's link somewhere in the comments. Thanks.